Oh boy, do we have time lapsing today. Holy shit, we got so much fucking time lapse going on. We got like half an hour of fucking time lapse. And this is all around the basic idea. This is just me building the Wither Skeleton farm. And I'm going to kind of go over how I built it, but you did not want to watch me build this live. It's such a huge amount of shit. I mean, I had to AFK at the Guardian farm for upwards of 9 hours to collect all of the blocks that I needed for it. And I collected a bunch of extra blocks, but, you know, right here, all I'm doing is I'm kind of establishing where exactly the boundaries are going to be. And I kind of talked about this a little bit in the last video, but I did end up making a few changes to the design. I'll go over those as it happens. But right now, I'm just running around, getting everything ready, putting everything in place, establishing the perimeter. And you can see that as I go through this, what I start out with is I lay that first path of nether brick to count everything off, and then I lay the border with the prismarine bricks. Now, I'm using prismarine bricks because, as you'll see later on, the prismarine bricks make it really, really easy to see where the wither skeletons are. And once I've laid the perimeter, I lay the big stripe down the middle, a kind of 3-wide stretch, to divide the two halves of the farm. And you can see right here that the camera is pushing back into the wall because of the reverse B-spline algorithm that is being used to determine the pathing in the replay mod. So it's going to get weird. And when I go, hey, put the camera over here, it goes, damn, and gets all fucking retarded. But then, you know, I put the little 3-wide strip in there, and I keep moving my shulker boxes around and grabbing stuff and carrying it from one place to another. And, well, you know, that's the thing that I'm doing here, is just laying out the basics of this farm. And you can see that I've got everything counted out, I've got everything laid out, and I've got the 2 daylight sensors in the middle around the ladder that leads up into the farm. I do eventually get rid of that ladder because it's really fucking annoying walking back and forth up and down that farm, and I keep falling into the fucking ladder. So that got annoying. And then on top of that, on top of falling onto the ladder being annoying, I was originally planning to put a double end on this farm. So I was going to have the end down here. I was going to have a room where you kill the Enderman, or kill the wither skeletons. And then down at the other end, I was going to have another one. So you just walk down to the end, you kill some skeletons, you walk down to the other end, and you kill some skeletons. And I didn't end up having that. Oh, here we go, clipping into the wall again. This is fucking wonderful. But like, I'm surprised. I edited this shit. I knew it was going to happen. I'm just like, oh, this is where that happens. You see it just kind of swoops over here. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know why it's trying to do this. It's ridiculous the way that this works out. But yeah, I do my little 3-wide strip here, and we'll accelerate down and scoot down and catch up, and then we'll do a quick cut to a new time lapse here. And that new time lapse here is where I believe I am just laying out the, yeah, I think I'm laying out the side here. I think this is where I'm laying out the side perimeter with all the prismarine brick. And I should be approaching from the distance real soon now, laying out that prismarine brick. Oh boy. There I am, laying out all the prismarine brick. And there we go. There's that. And then I go all the way back down, and I actually go all the way around, and then I have to clear out all the space inside. And I don't make you watch all of it. This is like a quarter of it. So I had to clear out all of this space on the inside. And once I cleared out all of that space on the inside, well, at that point, I had to, after all of that space there is cleared, and here I'm clearing out the last little bit. You can see that I've got about 3/4 of the farm cleared, and here I am clearing that last piece there. And once all of that is cleared, I can't remember whether this is where I did the wall around the outside or cleared out the space for the floor. Okay, I cleared out the space for the floor first. So yeah, here I am clearing out space for the floor. And that's pretty simple. And I just left the netherrack sit there and despawn. I don't fucking care. And then I did the wall around the outside. I started off with a row of slabs all the way around the outside. And once I had that row of slabs all the way around the outside, I turned around and I built a 3-high wall all the way around it. So that's fun to watch, I guess. Now, there is still some stuff that I need to do around the farm. There's a couple of things like when I build the kill room, I'll talk about that when I get to it. But yeah, here I am. I'm finishing up the slabs, and now we're going to do the actual 3-high wall all the way around the outside. And woohoo, you're going to get to watch all of this shit. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you enjoy that? See, that's where the kill room ends up being on this end. And then once that's done, so I come over here and I start building the wall from that side. And then I'll zoom in and move the camera around. I've been messing around with the replay mod, trying to get a better handle on how the camera works. And I've been doing more stuff with it, but I do still have a long way to go in actually making things look right. I get a lot of like sudden speed changes with the camera. And I need to work on that somewhat. And that's all just done manually here. So what I may end up doing is I may have to start doing more editing in DaVinci Resolve to get the speed together. But I'm not sure how to really kind of integrate those. I'll do some thinking about it, though. It's definitely something I want to improve. And here I go putting in that last little bit of the wall. Then that's going to come over here. We're going to get that last bit of wall done. And this is so fucking annoying because you got these damn mobs keep getting in the way. I had this pigman on one side and I had Enderman on the other, and they kept wanting to jump in to that wall. And then I turned around and I had to do the line of daylight sensors down the middle. Now, the purpose of the daylight sensors is to lift you up just high enough that wither skeletons can see you over the walls here. And I use upside down stairs for this. So wither skeletons can see you over this, but other things can't because they're not tall enough. And here's where I build the kill chamber. Now, you'll see here that what I do is I dig this kill chamber out down here on the end, and I put a single row of hoppers leading into the chest. And that is a bad idea. I need a double row of hoppers here. So I had to go back and replace it. And when I went back and replaced it, I didn't put prismarine brick under the bottom of it. So you may see that little detail that that I haven't cleaned everything up perfectly there. But I do this little line of hoppers here, and I actually need a second line behind that. And I fuck up building the fence around the kill chamber too, so you'll get to see that. That's fun. That was kind of a moment. There was something that just should have been there for, but anyway, I got some stairs leading up there so the wither skeletons can make their way up, and then here I have to build the chamber that they climb up into. Now, that row of prismarine right there, that first row of prismarine, that needed to be hoppers, and it wasn't. So up here, this is where I'm building a room tall enough for the wither skeletons to get into. And then I have to expand it outward, and I have to get it to a point where they can get up inside of it, and then I have to put nether brick fence all around the outside of that so that I can actually hit them, and they can see me, but they can't hit me, and I can see them, and I can hit them. And I mess around here. I go back and forth. I try a couple different designs that I don't like, and then I expand things and extend them, and I pull stuff down and I put stuff back, and it's like a whole thing where I'm just sitting here going, yeah, I don't know. Is that what I want to do? I don't know if that's the right thing or not. And then here I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna put a row of stairs here. I started out trying to place a row of slabs. I didn't like the look of it, so I put a row of stairs instead. I extended things outward, put the row of stairs. And then there is the kill chamber, more or less complete. I just had to go in and throw some nether brick up there. So you can see now as we come down, and again, what you're watching here is you're watching clips from a seriously fucking long process. And here's where I get the beginning of the slab roof put together, and this is just me making sure I like the way that it looks, and I do like the way that it looks, but I'm not 100% happy with it. And then I do a row of slabs running all the way down the middle, and then I do a couple of slabs running all the way down both sides of this. Now, later, I double up the slabs on either side, and then still later, like I literally just did this, I'll add slabs along the sides next to the daylight sensors, and I'll add another line of slabs underneath the central row. So you won't see me do all of that here because seriously, I got like half an hour of fucking time lapse. You don't want to watch all of that. I mean, you're already 12 minutes into it. I don't know why you're still watching this. This is fucking boring. I don't understand why people watch videos like this. I really don't. That's probably why I don't get a lot of views, because I don't really understand why people watch extended videos of people playing games. And because I don't know why people watch, I don't know how to make videos people want to watch in this particular genre. And I need to work on that. It's an interesting question. It's an interesting problem. And I'm enjoying the process of learning it. So no harm, no foul, right? But anyway, I'm going to proceed onward with that and get all of these stairs all the way down. And you can see here that what we're running up to is it's almost time to do the floor. And you'll see me I'm going to time lapse half of the floor, but not all of the floor, because the other half is the exact same fucking thing and nothing interesting happens. The most interesting thing that happens here is relatively shortly now, a ghast will spawn in the middle of the fucking farm while I'm in the process of... There it is, right there. And yeah, that was a constant annoyance. It didn't happen that often, but it did happen, and it was fucking annoying. So yeah, I'm going to extend those stairs all the way down. And then at the end of that, I'm going to go back and I'm going to extend the rest of those. But here is where I got started working on the floor. And it's just, I put the floor down and I put some torches on it because I don't want wither skeletons spawning in here while I am still working. Now this does absolutely nothing to stop the blazes from spawning. There's plenty of blazes spawning over the course of this. And yeah, that was fun. So you can see as I get farther and farther down, well, you won't actually see a lot of the blazes spawn, but you'll see them throwing fireballs and shit. And that was not particularly neat. And here I am, clipping through the wall again. Yay! And now we zoom forward, and we continue to follow all the way down. We just had that weird spline interpolation thing. I think maybe what I want to do is turn off the spline interpolation and just have linear interpolation. Because I tend to take the camera someplace and then pause and turn it to face in an appropriate direction, and then I just move it again. So maybe I just want to be linear, because I do tend to kind of pause and turn and then move. So that may be a style that works better with my editing process. The fact that I have an editing process is amazing to me. Because it's just like, that's one of my biggest things with making any kind of content for YouTube, is that I don't generally think any content that I make is good enough for anything. And because I don't think it's good enough for anything, if I watch it back, I'll go, I don't even think this is worth uploading. And then it doesn't get uploaded, and then I have no fucking content. And the fact that I could go in and look at what I've done in the replay mod, there go some fireballs. I had to run off and shoot a bunch of people. Yeah, there was some stuff. I do wish I had gotten some of the things in the second half time lapse, and I could probably go back and do that at some point. But one of the things that I had to do over in the second half was I got a couple of magma cubes spawn, like large magma cubes, while I was at one end of the farm. So on my way back, I literally just like picked off 3 magma cubes and all of the various shit they split into with the bow and arrow. And honestly, I was impressed. I thought I did a pretty good job. I don't know, maybe I'm just a loser and everybody can do this, but it's just like, that was pretty fucking cool, just like pegging magma cubes from a distance with the bow and arrow. That was kind of neat. And I'm pretty sure the only reason I can do that is because I go around shooting the fucking cats around the villager trading hall. Because they just generate stray cats all fucking day. And that's problematic. So then here, what I did, once I got the floor down, I built a slab roof and came all the way back with that. So that's the next segment there. And this is actually about the halfway point of that. So they take about the same amount of time. Putting the slabs up on the roof and putting the floor down on the ground. There's a bunch of fucking fireballs. Yeah, it's annoying. It really is. And one of the things that stops this from being overly annoying when it happens is that I have absolutely insanely enchanted stuff, which of course is something I did on purpose before I got started building these things. But once we get to the end of actually building the farm, then I have time-lapsed the process of getting one wither skull, so you can see how long that takes. And I've time-lapsed it at 8x speed, so you get to watch exactly what the process of wandering back and forth up the farm and killing enough wither skeletons to get one wither skeleton skull takes. So you multiply that by 3, and that's what you need to spawn a wither. And then I'm gonna have to do that 6 times. So, and here I'm a fucking idiot. I put stuff where I couldn't get it. I had to run around and pull out parts of the wall so I could get back out. But then I finish up the roof, and I have to fight these blazes, and they're shooting fireballs all over. Like, I fucking hate blazes. They can see you from 48 blocks away, and that is actually reduced. They used to be able to see you from 100 blocks away. Like, think about that. It is like almost 7 entire chunks away. That is almost some people's render distance. So it's just, that's fucking insane. There's a point in this process that a bunch of blaze were shooting at me, and I didn't recognize it because of the direction I was pointing and the way that the fireballs were going past. I wasn't noticing them. And then it's like, I looked down and there were just like fireballs all over the fucking place. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So that was frustrating and that was annoying. This whole process is frustrating and annoying because it just takes for fucking ever. It really does. And it's, like I mentioned, the process of building this blaze farm, I mean, you're watching it in time-lapse and at high speed with a bunch of crap cut out of the middle of it. But honestly, what I went through to do this was like a 6-hour fucking process. We just had to clip through the wall again. That was a bullshit moment. And there I am on fire because of the fucking blaze again. And then I zoom in a bit here so I can come back through and I can pull out the torches. And this was where I tested the farm. Okay, I pulled everything out of here, and once I pulled everything out of here, I went and tested the farm. I was like, all right, it's time to spawn some wither skeletons and actually get this farm tested here. There we go with another clip through the wall, duh. And I grabbed this pack of wither skeletons, and I led them over here to the edge, and they just went right through the fence and killed me. It's just fucking ridiculous. So I had to come back and put more fence in. Yeah, that was not fun. And then here we have the time lapse. Finally, 21 minutes in, we have the time lapse of what you do is you walk down and you just kind of dance around in here and you get the wither skeletons to follow you, which they will totally do. And then when the wither skeletons are following you, you just lead them back up here. They jump up on the top. You can see I've got 2 rows of hoppers at this point. And as you're going back and forth, you see here we got a blaze. He can't fucking see me. He's too short. As long as I don't jump up in the air. As long as I don't jump, he can't see me. So I just wander back and forth and wander back and forth. And I collect those wither skeletons. And you just kind of get them interested in you. And then once they're interested in you, you can lead them down to the kill chamber and they'll run up there and you can kill them. And then you can look into the chest and go, did I get a wither skull? And you didn't, so you got to do it again. So the process that you're looking at here is time-lapse down to a little over 2 minutes, but it actually took about 17 minutes. So 17 minutes of running around and killing the wither, and that's the thing that I was doing, was going back and forth and leading wither skeletons around and killing them. And that's how long it took to get 1 wither skull. And getting that 1 wither skull at 18 minutes, in order to get 3 of them, you have to go for almost an hour. So managing to get the 3 that you need takes a full hour or thereabouts, and I'm gonna have to do that 6 times. So that's gonna be tedious and annoying. And now that we have gone through all of the time lapsing, that's how long it took to get 1 wither skull. Now we can jump into the portal. And what we're going to do now is we are going to build a wither cage. And in order to build a wither cage, all you need is, well, you just need a little bit of obsidian is all. I've got 4 bits of obsidian. And there's obsidian right here. I mean, it's just like, if all else fails, here's some right here. You just grab some obsidian. Just grab the obsidian out of the pillars. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to dig down under this bit here. Okay? So we're going to dig down a little bit farther here. We want to get about 3 below. And we want to do a little 5x5 room down here. So this is about the right space. And now, you should be able to see there's bedrock up over top of this. So there's that. Now, directly under the center, which is 1, 2, 3, you want 1 bit of obsidian right there. Plop. Now you want 1 more bit right there, just beyond that, and you want 1, 2, 3, oops, right there. Is that right? That might be right. Is that right? Maybe off by 1. I think I'm off by 1. I think we want to be right here. Is that right? I think so. So now you put down your soul sand, 2, 3, 4, to summon the wither, and then you grab your wither skulls, and I really hope I've done this right. I'm going to put those there, and then you go bam, and he's stuck. He can't get nowhere. There's absolutely nowhere he could go. So he's going to pop up here, and then he's going to blow up. And he can't reach anything. He can't shoot anything. And he's really fucking loud. So I'm going to come over here to sounds, and we're going to go hostile creatures down to 20%. So you can't go anywhere. So all we got to do now is, man, I've got to turn that down even farther. You know, let's take it down to 5%. Wow, that's still like outrageous. But you don't actually have to do anything, because if you look, you can see that his hotbar right there, he's gradually suffocating in the... The wither is just gradually suffocating. You don't have to do shit. You just sit here. Or you can walk up here. Do not use a weapon with knockback on it, because if you use a weapon with knockback, then you'll knock him out from underneath that bedrock pillar right there. If you knock him out from underneath that, then you're fucked, because then he could get out. And then you're just doing a straight up wither fight. But see, I don't even have to touch him. He just sits there and causes trouble. Or you can just sit here and you can slaughter him. Bam! Killed the wither. And there is the Nether Star. I've got the Nether Star. Woo fucking who. And there's the wither cage, and I can just come back here and spawn the wither any goddamn time. So I'm just gonna pop up out of here. 1, 2. Okay, how many stairs do I need to? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, I would need 12 stairs. So let's do that. 12 stairs. That's 3 sets. That's 18, 8, 12, 16, 20. Boom, 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 12 stairs. All right, perfect. And we'll shore this up right here. And right here too. And there we have it. Simple wither killing. I mean, you're summoning it, so you know what you're doing. Why not be smart about it? Okay, and what's the recipe for a beacon? I need the nether star, and I think it's glass and obsidian. Okay. Where is the beacon recipe? There it is. Right, that's an end crystal. Gas tier. How many gas tiers do I have, I wonder? There we go, the beacon. Yeah, it's glass and obsidian. Okay. So I know what I need, which means I can head back to the house and I can grab myself what I need to make a beacon. So there's that, and now we'll turn around, we'll go into our options and our music and sounds, and we'll put our hostile creatures back up to 100% where it belongs. Done. Done. Okay. And now we'll head back into the nether, and we'll head back around. And this is just simple and easy. Now we can head back home, we can make our beacon, and we can collect a substantial quantity of iron from our chests, which we can then use to to build our full-blown beacon. So let's scoot over here. We've got plenty of obsidian. God, we got a buttload of obsidian. We've got a buttload of obsidian, and we've got a buttload of glass, and we've got our first nether star. So there's some obsidian, and here's some glass. That last piece of glass. May as well use it. And we'll jump over here and we'll go, hey presto, let me make a beacon. Bam. We have a beacon. Now let's come over here and we'll look into our chest. Where did I put all those iron blocks I made for the beacon? Oh, wonderful. Thunderstorm. That's exactly what I fucking need. I'll have a slap. Well, that's the first wither in this world. And now that I've defeated the wither, I am able to use the teleport command. Yeah, where are my iron blocks? I set aside a bunch of iron blocks. Are they? In a shulker box somewhere? It might be in a shulker box. I might have set them aside in one of the shulker boxes. It doesn't look like it. Didn't put them aside there. I didn't see them in here. Huh. Well, I don't know where I left all those iron blocks. But that's okay, because I have an iron farm. Let's go down to the iron farm, where I've already stockpiled a bunch of iron blocks anyway. And we'll grab, I don't know, 3 stacks of iron blocks. That should work. I got space for 3 stacks? Yeah, I got space. Okay. We'll put down that egg over there, and we'll run over here, and we will grab some iron. And we got 1, 2, 3 stacks of iron blocks. And we'll take, anything I can put away? There's plenty of stuff I can put away. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah, so now we will build a beacon, and building a beacon is relatively simple. All we got to do is take blocks of iron. You can take any kind of blocks you want. You can use gold, you can use emerald, you can use diamond, but I have got an iron farm, so what we're going to do is we're going to shore up this. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to put 4 layers underneath of this. And there's our first beacon right there. Now, beacon has to be able to see the sky or it won't work. And as you can see, the size of the beacon, oh, hold on, I don't need that there. The larger the beacon gets, the farther it reaches. So we are at this point just going around 2 layers. And then we'll go around 1 more layer. And you just want to have 1 step down each time. And finally, we go around 1 more time here. And you'll be able to see in the beacon interface when I open it up what powers are available. So I come up here and I open the beacon interface, and you can see that I've got all of the primary and secondary powers. And all I have to do is go, well, which one of these do I want? And you definitely want haste, okay? And in order to have haste at all, you need 1 layer underneath of the beacon. But for these next 2, you need 2 layers underneath of the beacon, and for strength, you need 3 layers underneath of it, and for regeneration, you need 4 layers under the beacon. Now, I'm going to pull up haste, bam, and I'm going to pull up haste for my secondary power, haste 2. And now, in order to actually activate that, I need to use something. I need to use a resource, and I didn't bring any, so haste 2, 1 iron ingot, I drop it right there, and I go, yup, and there's the beacon. And now my ability to mine is dramatically improved, as I can now just power through shit. So that's how you set up the beacon, and that's those are the various different powers you get from it. And at this point, What I need to do now is I need to update my to-do list. So let me run and do that real quick. We'll fire that up because we've done the wither and we've done the beacon, and since we've done the wither and the beacon, we are now down to, well, we've done the first beacon. We haven't done the full-blown beacon, so we'll put that on there. We're going to do the full beacon, and then we've got netherite, and those are the things that we need to be working about. And those are the things we need to be working on. So let me just finish editing this, and now we'll go and save that off. Yeah, it already exists, but replace it. There we go. To-do list, full beacon, netherite. That's where we are. And since I've been doing some overly long episodes lately, why not do one that's kind of short, especially since you had to watch 20 fucking minutes of time lapse. Do the little YouTube dance, click like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And that's it, I guess. Okay, bye.